Hello friends, welcome to Endo Tales from Life. Yes, let's learn Endo the fun way in a story format. In today's video, we are going to watch an interesting story of a mandibular premolar. Yes, I'm telling you this is interesting. You will know the reason why at the end of this video. Thanks for watching.
In today's video, we are going to see an interesting story of a mandibular premolar that I happened to treat a couple of days back. In general, mandibular premolars are called as endodontic enigma. You might be wondering why. Mandibular premolars are generally considered as simpler, easy to treat teeth by clinicians, but it is not so. People think that mandibular premolar, similar to a mandibular canine, has a single root and a single canal, because most of the time when they open the access, they see a single wide canal that's located in the center of the tooth. That is why this tooth is so mysterious. In general, when other teeth have an extra canal, you will see that the size of the main canal is smaller and the location of the canal also slightly varies. For example, a mandibular central incisor, when there are two canals, you will have a smaller buccal canal and you will know that there is an additional canal which is located more lingually. But in a mandibular premolar, the size of the main canal, that is the buccal canal, is so huge and large, and it's often located almost in the center. We miss the lingual canal, and the lingual root is also much smaller in size and lingually placed to the buccal root, so that when we take a preoperative radiograph in a straight angulation, it's often not seen. And even in angulated radiographs, it's difficult to see them because the size of the lingual canal is much smaller and the lingual root is also smaller than the buccal root. So in this extracted teeth, you can see that the buccal root is much larger, oval in shape, and the lingual root is smaller and is located lingually. This is how the lingual canal is located. As you can see in this picture, it is much more lingually placed and the orifice is almost opening from the lingual wall of the main canal. So the clinician can be easily deceived thinking that this case has only a single root and a single canal. To locate this canal, one needs to extend the axis more lingually or even need to pre-flare the cervical area with the piezo or with ultrasonic tips. So in general, clinically, this is how the main canal will be located, and this is how the smaller lingual canal will be located. You can see in this picture we have a wide buccal canal, and to locate the lingual canal one needs to extend the axis more lingually and need to scout or search for the lingual orifice much lingual to the main canal. So again, in this clinical case scenario, you can see that the main canal divides into two almost in the mid root level. And the only secret to locate these canals is that you need to extend the axis more lingually. You can pre-curve the hand file towards the lingual aspect to pick and locate the lingual canal here. So generally when there are just two canals, you will see that when you take a preoperative radiograph, the lingual canal is not visible. Only in an angulated radiograph it may be visible. If you can see, if there is three roots or three canals, you will see a different representation of this in the preoperative radiograph. As you can see in this case, which had three canals, when I took a radiograph in the straight angulation, I could see the bifurcation here. The canal is pretty wide and patent till the middle third and suddenly disappears. Whenever a wide canal is suddenly disappearing, there's a high chances of it dividing or bifurcating. And from this picture we can clearly see that the canal is bifurcating and it is dividing, and this is a straight angulation, it's not a shifted angulation. And if we can see this in a straight angulation, then we always take an angulated radiograph, and in this angulated radiograph you can see that there are three canals. So we have one root that is dividing into two, and apart from that there is a separate root. So just based on the shift logic, the same side lingual and opposite buccal, we can see that it's the buccal root that has two canals and there is a separate lingual root. So In these cases, you can clearly see that in the pre-op radiograph, if I see the bifurcation, there is a very high chance of a third root or a third canal that is located much lingually. So this was the other case which I treated earlier, which had three canals. You can see the buccal root having a mesiobuccal and distobuccal, and there is a separate lingual canal. And when there is just two canals, this is how they usually represent. So in a straight angulation, I can only see one canal. This is where I told you clinicians are generally deceived. They think there is just a single root and a single canal. But that's why in every mandibular premolar, you need to slightly change the angulation of the radiograph to locate the extralingual root. And during your access, you need to locate your access more lingually. Use of magnification will be greatly helpful. Using a DG16 Explorer towards the lingual aspect to locate the orifice. Following that, you need to pre-curve a hand file, and even a stiffer hand file like a C+ file or a carbon steel hand file will be very useful to locate these orifices which are more lingually present. Now let's come to this today's discussion case. This was the case that I treated a couple of days back. And this was interesting because clinically the premolar was not rotated. The buccal root the buccal cusp and lingual cusp were exactly in the same position that is usually it's present. But still, when I took a preoperative radiograph, this is not an angulated radiograph. This is just a straight angle radiograph, and I could see the bifurcation. You can see that it's dividing into two canals. So far, generally, when we can see the bifurcation like this, there is always a third root or the separate lingual canal that we saw in one case. And if we don't see the bifurcation, there is a chances of it's being a two canal case. So always in mandibular anteriors, or be it a mandibular premolar and a maxillary premolar, whenever there are two canals in a particular case, they are always located buccally and lingually. You will never see cases, or I would say it's very rare to see cases where the canals are located mesially and distally. But this particular case, I was able to see both the canals. Was able to see the bifurcation. So I thought maybe there is a separate lingual root, just like the previous case. So I took a mesially shifted radiograph, but I still couldn't find out an extra root. So I was still skeptical. I thought maybe in my preoperative radiograph, I am not able to find it out. Maybe clinically I may have to search for a third canal. But this is what I saw in the clinical scenario. You can see the rubber dam clamp which is pointing towards the distal side. So here I had the dominant canal or the main canal which was located more mesially. And there was this extra canal or the extra root, which is a smaller one you can see here, which was more distally. This is a completely rare situation because always there will be canals on the buccal and lingual, whereas here you had on the mesial and distal. So this is the master cone radiograph, and again I don't have to take an angulated radiograph here to locate the buccal and lingual. Instead, it's a straight angle radiograph, and we finish this case. So the only thing that keeps endodontic practice interesting is because no two cases are similar, no two anatomies are similar. And we are going to come up with more such cases, and this will be like a story from life. That's why it's called as Endo Tales from Life. So I'm intentionally not talking about a lot of literature or the theory behind it. I'm just talking about clinically how I was able to judge about when there is two canals, when there is three canals, and how this case was little surprising and interesting to me. So beware of mandibular premolars, and we'll be coming up with more such cases and videos in the upcoming days. Thank you for watching.